Good morning everyone, it's Vicky from Live Life Green here, and we've got a bit of a Mythbuster episode for you this morning. I think there's a bit of a misconception going around that going eco-friendly is super expensive, it's unachievable for the average household because of finances and things like that. And this morning I'm really going to break that myth down a little bit for you and hopefully help you out a bit. And the whole financial side of the eco-friendly choices is actually a large part of the reason that Amanda and I started Live Life Green. We're both single income families. She's a single mom and my husband works very hard for me to be able to stay at home with the kids. But both of those situations mean we didn't have a lot of money left over to be, putting towards things that we didn't have to. And so yeah, that's a lot of the reason why we actually started this little business here. But when you break it down, it's not going eco-friendly. It doesn't have to be expensive. I mean, like anything, you can spend as much money on it as you want. But for the average household, it doesn't have to be expensive at all. And I've got a couple of examples here to show you. And this kind of dawned on me the other night when I was writing a plastic-free blog and kind of crunching some numbers of that. And I kind of was vaguely aware that, over the long run, it saves me a bit of money. But I never actually sat down and worked out how much. And then when I did that, I went, oh, that's actually really cool. I think I should share that with you guys. So example number one is just pause for a minute. Example number one is the good old kitchen scourer. And before we started on this, more sustainable living journey, we would buy the yellow and green Chucks scourers. Sorry about that truck. Hopefully it's not too loud. And they'd cost me about, $5 or $6 for an 8-pack, and that'd maybe last me 3 months. Everyone knows the scours I'm talking about, surely. But when we, were starting to make some more eco-friendly choices, we switched to these coconut husk scourers. There's the packet there, so you can see what they look like. And they cost the same amount, pretty much. They cost $5.80 for a 2-pack. So on the surface, looks a little bit more expensive, but these guys actually, a pack of these will last, depending on how vigorously you use them, up to a year. So I definitely get a good 3, 4, 5 months out of a single scourer. So when you break that down over the cost of a year, they actually work out cheaper than the plastic Chucks ones from Woolies, which I think is amazing. But sometimes, we just have to sit down and work that out. And the great thing about these guys, on top of the Chucks ones, is that you just chuck them in your compost and it's done. There's no plastic floating around the environment anymore. And coconut husk is actually naturally antibacterial as well. Good morning, Nikki. Which I think is really cool. Example number 2 of ways that making eco-friendly swaps has actually saved us money is the humble little toothbrush here. So I haven't bought plastic toothbrushes for years, and so I kind of was a bit out of touch with how much they cost these days. Hi Anne! Oh, I'm glad you love them too. So I haven't bought plastic toothbrushes for years, so I wasn't sure how much they cost these days. So I jumped on Woolies online this morning to kind of just check out prices and see where that was at. And on Woolies, a plastic toothbrush will average between $3 to $6 was the price. $4 was kind of average. But yeah, anywhere between $3 and $6 for a plastic toothbrush that will last you a couple of months, but then will hang out in the environment for hundreds and hundreds of years. Fun fact, every plastic toothbrush ever made is still in existence. So the plastic toothbrush that your grandma was using, still here somewhere, which I think is just mind-blowing. So these guys, $2.95, which, pretty much on par with the Woolies plastic toothbrush prices, but, will compost at the end of the day. So not necessarily saving you money with that one, but, definitely on par with the conventional alternatives that you get in the supermarket. And the last one that I want to share with you this morning, which is the one I just love and has definitely saved me heaps and heaps of money, is my Wander and Find Cleanse Oil. So I've been using it for about 1.5 years now, and before I had made the switch to that, I had been using, a whole variety of Nivea, Garnier, any of, your normal ones that you get in the supermarket. And again, they cost between kind of $8 and $10, and when I was using them, they would last me about a month. So over the course of a year, around $90 to $100. for skincare that's in a plastic tube, and that is honestly probably not even that great for your skin because of all the toxins in it. So yeah, I made the switch to this one, the Wonder and Fine Cleanse Oil, about 18 months ago. It does cost $21 for a bottle, which on the surface is a lot of money. But this bottle here, I've had this bottle since Christmas, and there is still, I don't know if you can see it from the video, there's still enough liquid that's kind of at the bottom of the white label. So, you know, I've still got a good month or so is in that. So that $21 cleanser has lasted me over 6 months, which when you break it down over a year is half the price of the conventional ones that you get in Woolies, and it's packaged in a glass bottle, which is really cool. So they're my 3 favourite ways, or the 3 ways that when I was writing this blog the other night that I went, holy dooly, yeah, this is actually saving us a bit of money, which I think is really cool. There's probably lots of other ways out there that making eco-friendly swaps at the very worst is the same price as the conventional ones in Woolies, but a whole lot better for the environment. But, you know, definitely other ways that it saves you money too. So hopefully that is a bit of a myth busted for you this morning, in that making eco-friendly choices has to be expensive. It absolutely doesn't, and some of our eco-friendly swaps have saved us money, which is super cool. So I'll leave it there this morning, and we'll catch you guys later. Bye bye.